Most disturbing videos on the internet today. Let's dive in.
You saw one get down?
I saw the video. Sure did.
Is this one that we all know about?
Some people do. You won't find it. It's been scrubbed, but...
And what was it down by?
The video I saw was, you see I get a little nervous here. What I saw was when this rocket left over the Pacific coast. I think it was launched out of Vandenberg. When it went up started over, all of a sudden this little flying saucer appears, flies right up to it, intercepts it as it's going 15,000 miles an hour, flies around it, and a little white laser beam comes out and shoots it from every side. As it's going around it at 15,000 miles an hour, suddenly the whole rocket malfunctions, doesn't blow up, just quits and tumbles out to the sea.
You saw one get down?
I saw the video. Sure did.
He's not lying. For entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything you see on this video.
Watch this right here and tell me if this doesn't blow your mind. That's a human hair right there. This is the Apple CPU, the little chip that's in your phone or your computer. Yeah, watch it and tell me this is not fallen angel technology. I don't know what to say. Because nobody can make something like this. Not even a laser can shoot down that far and create something like this. Yep, just keep watching. We're going way deep. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. It goes further. Yep. And we hit the bottom. Finally. This is just, it blows my mind. I can't even fathom it. Can't understand it. But that's exactly what fallen angel technology does. You can't even imagine. Can't imagine. Can't create it. Yeah. Watch this right here and tell me if this doesn't.
Who's making these chips? How could we make something that small in our phones? Man, these might really have fallen angel tech in them. Look how amazing this door is. It's like something taken straight out of Lord of the Rings. It is like nature and architecture melted into the scene.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button because we do these boys every single day. And I'd love to see you tomorrow. Now let's get straight back into the action.
Are you kidding me? That was absolutely crazy footage of some UFOs. How they were swirling together kind of reminded me of that incident that happened. What was it? I can show you better than I can tell you. Alright guys, I found it. This one's crazy. If you just watched the last video, think about the formation and watch it in this video.
370 Malaysia flight, Swamp Pi 3 UFOs, infrared, end of clip.
The infrared is even better.
It all began on Reddit user Velcro made a post to the RUFOs community. The post contained infrared footage depicting an incredible and chilling event. Recently I saw this footage circulating online, and I was hoping that someone here might have information about when this was taken and where. User U Volcaro wrote, "The footage depicts a passenger plane flying steadily across the frame. Without warning, 3 circular objects rapidly encircle the aircraft, weaving in synchronized orbits. As they continue their circular trajectory, the plane makes a sharp leftward turn, seemingly trying to evade its strange pursuers. But the bright spheres stay locked on target, refusing to break their formation. Then, as the plane straightens its path once more, all 3 objects suddenly converge on the helpless aircraft. A bizarre flash occurs, and the plane has vanished. Upon closer inspection, the aircraft bears a striking resemblance to a Boeing 777-200ER. This is the same model of the infamous Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 that tragically and mysteriously vanished in March 2014, while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Soon, a second video of the incident appeared, this time taken from an apparent satellite in orbit high above the Earth over the location. The distant plane can be seen once more, ambushed by the luminous objects that previously surrounded it at close range. The higher vantage point provides corroboration that the same aircraft and incident are depicted. Armed with this new perspective, users vigorously dissected both videos. A pivotal clue lies in the coordinates briefly visible in the satellite video footage. Redditors quickly determined that a U.S. spy satellite named NROL-22 captured the event based on partial name markings. Launched in 2006, NROL-22 was a classified satellite on a unique Molnia orbit. Reddit user, u/Droogie don't crash here, conducted an extensive analysis plotting the location of surveillance satellite NROL-22 relative to the coordinates displayed in the video. They determined that at its point of closest approach, NROL-22 passed within 4,434 kilometers of the coordinates in the southern Indian Ocean. With the satellite reaching a peak altitude of 83 degrees, its elevation above the coordinates was approximately 4,401 kilometers. This positions NROL-22 tantalizingly close to the location depicted in the satellite footage during the projected time period of MH370's disappearance. Another critical revelation uncovered by Reddit users is that the original satellite footage exhibits a stereoscopic 3D effect. This indicates the video was captured using 2 separate camera lenses spaced apart, allowing for parallax and depth perception. User something demonstrated that when viewing the video by crossing your eyes, a perceptible 3D depth becomes apparent in elements like the clouds and orb flash. They also provided split-screen footage showing the stereo effect directly. This stereoscopic capability matches known sensors equipped on advanced reconnaissance satellites like the classified NROL-22, suspected of capturing the event. Going back to the FLIR thermal video, it depicts an unconventional camera angle that initially raised doubts about its credibility. Some claimed the view could not be achieved from standard nose-mounted optics. However, users identified the drone as a General Atomics MQ-1C Grey Eagle based on its wing shape and expanded surveillance payload. The MQ-1C can accommodate multiple electro-optical sensors on its wings and fuselage for wide area monitoring. As user command and control summarized, this expanded sensor configuration matches the airliner video's simultaneous view of the aircraft nose and wing from a side-mounted vantage point. The MQ-1C's capabilities resolve the questionable camera positioning, lending validity to the thermal footage. To further the mystery, in the satellite video footage, a strange hole is seen forming in the clouds immediately after the flash event that makes the plane disappear. This punctured area was not present prior to the flash occurring. Once the hole manifests, it persists in a fixed position, even as the camera pans away from the area. The timing and static nature of the ruptured cloud segment suggests a connection to the energy flash. The energy release can be observed pushing the gray cloud area forward. Additionally, the flash illumination itself appears reflected on surrounding clouds. This showcases complex physics interactions between the light blast and cloud layers. The appearance of this well-timed hole, along with the visible cloud deformations from the explosion, constitutes an incredibly meticulous level of detail. Incorporating such nuanced atmospheric effects lends further credibility to the footage showcasing advanced visuals beyond casual hoaxing efforts. If all this wasn't enough proof, a third video came to light that appears to capture the same event from yet another angle. The potential emergence of more classified footage adds to the credibility of an extraordinary event being captured from multiple recording platforms, and reinforces that advanced military assets may have been tracking and documenting the bizarre occurrence. So where did this footage come from? The source of these perplexing videos appears to be a murky YouTube user named Regicideanon. This uploader published the footage months after its stated date of receipt, before their account mysteriously vanished without a trace. Regicideanon's video descriptions reference classified sources providing the videos in mid-2014, coinciding closely with MH370's March. They also posted other aerial footage claimed to be leaked military material around the same time frame. Curiously, all evidence of Regicideanon's existence has been scrubbed from the internet.
But if you enjoyed that, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button because we do these boys every single day. And I'd love to see you tomorrow. Now let's get straight back into the action.
Now what is it going to do after this? You guys can come behind me and see it in big. Now what is it going to do after this?
It's almost like water is shooting behind it. Is that thrusters? And if you look carefully, you can see like 3 orbs popping in and out of it, like tailing it. What is going on?
My name is Graham Bethune. I'm a retired Navy commander, pilot, had a top secret clearance. 50 years ago, February the 10th, 1951, I was flying from Keflavik, Iceland to Argentia, Newfoundland. It was at night, it was dark. About 300 miles outside of Argentia, I saw a glow on the water, like approaching the city at night. As we approached this glow, it turned to a monstrous circle of white lights on the water. We watched this for a while. The lights went out. There was nothing on the water. Next thing we saw was a yellow halo, small, much smaller than whatever it was launched from, and that was 15 miles away, up to our altitude. Because of the trajectory, I disengaged the autopilot, shoved the nose over to try to go under this thing. At that time, I heard a noise underneath. I thought maybe...
He said he tried to go under this thing, autopilot, and this, we're going in, guys. That wasn't a UFO. That was a USO. Unidentified submerged object. They're flying and they're going underwater. Guys, if you thought I didn't have a rare specimen for you today, think again. Look at this alien opal. If I had to name this, I would call this alien egg opal. Or alien eye. Alien eye might be better suited. What do you think? Check out this amazing rainbow quartz. Look at the inside. It's like some... What in the world is going on at the bottom of this? It's like small gold fibers shooting in the inside. I would name this gold grasslands. Gold grasslands. What type of ring of Jafar is this? Tell me this isn't something Jafar would rock. You know, Jafar from Aladdin. Abu, come here. Your mind's Princess Jasmine. We see the beautiful amethysts, but how do they actually get them?
Super purple in one section. Oh my God.
I think you underestimated that one.
That is purple. It's super purple in one section. Oh my God.
I think you underestimated that.
That is a dark purple. Lots of flavor in there. One thing I need for you guys to understand about your masters, you know, the people that taught you everything you think you know about everything you think you know. If this was real, they wouldn't even show it to you. You don't get to see what goes on at the White House. You don't get to see what goes on at Area 51. You don't get to see what goes on at the Pentagon. You don't even get to see what goes on beneath the Sistine Chapel. Why do you get to see this? Because they want you to believe in this. That's why. One thing I need for you guys. He makes a couple great points. I love to see what's going on in Area 51. How about that Vatican?
No such thing as junk DNA. This is what your mitochondrial DNA looks like. It has its own set of DNA. This is a toroidal ring right here. You can see the mitochondrial DNA expresses itself in a ring. In other words, a tokamak. This is a toroidal magnetic. There is no such thing as junk DNA. This is what your mitochondrial DNA looks like. It has its own set of DNA. This is a toroidal ring right here. You can see the mitochondrial DNA expresses itself in a ring. In other words, a tokamak. This is a toroidal magnetic flux. In this article from the University College of London states that the mitochondria can be seen as flux capacitors. It's because your DNA and your mitochondria is a magnet. This is highly advanced technology that we reverse engineered. The purple plasma on the inside, that's the energy that fires around this ring. Just like this, again, it's reverse engineered technology. It produces this light. This light spirals out, and it's what produces your torus field. And this is where we get the Torah from in scripture. Because to hold this electric field is to hold the Torah. You can see right here your mitochondrial DNA, it's all formed in a circle, in those toroidal circles. When it links and it forms the concatenated DNA, it forms the omega, okay? It's because you are made in his image. This is where we get the Earth's magnetic field, the magnetic field of your heart, because it's all just a torus field. It's a Celtic tree of life. There's also the concentric circles from the top. This is all sacred geometry right here, because it's the energy spiraling out in a torus ring. This is also where we get the as above, so below. That's just the positive and negative poles being pushed out. This is where we get the 4D torus model of the universe. This is exactly what the universe looks like. We have the white hole and the black hole. That triangle on the inside, them 3 corner points right there, that's the Tesla 369. That's your flat plane of existence right here. This is a holographic universe. It's ran off of light, electricity, and magnetism. The white hole is the positive charge being pushed out. That black hole is the negative charge being pushed down. This is also the yin and the yang, the as above, so below. This is in every single culture. The positive charge is going to push you into the future. The negative charge is going to pull you in the past. This is the present equilibrium right here, okay? This flat plane. This is also how stars are formed. This is a Tauri star right here with the center ring going around the torus field. That's the electric field being pushed out, the positive and negative charges. So when he says that you're made in his image, the image of the Father, that's because the Taurus star is what your mitochondrial DNA looks like. We are all stars being magnetically bound to our bodies. And
I saw the Taurus field. If we go here,
to our bodies.
real quick, if we go here, you see the Taurus field. And they said that's a star being made? That's crazy.
Bound to our bodies. And this is the energetic signature that gives it off and that connects us to the universe, is this electric field. There is no such thing as junk DNA.
Because you know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action? No, I'm asking you. Honestly, I'm asking reason.
What are we doing
Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to conservation?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
These are
they are.
This is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
An iPhone?
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new.
No, go to your calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to calculator.
Go to your calculator.
Yeah, I got
do too. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right, now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number 2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that squiggly thing.
All right. 1.4.
1.414213562373095.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be...
Times 3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay. I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right. 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So
I
go
did
back
not.
again.
Okay,
You
so
keep
now.
yours where you are.
Yeah, I'm
2,
good.
2.
Square root.
Square root.
And hit x to the 3rd.
All right. 2.82.
2.828, 4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got
Yeah.
by multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all. Divide
it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the 3rd.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone, and all your fundamentals are off.
I think he's on to something, man. Tangential flight, he's trying at least, for entertainment purposes only.
2, 1. Cover.
With no pilot to compromise performance, even more unusual craft and propulsion systems have been designed and tested. This incredible machine was originally designed for missiles and satellites.
Yeah.
Just 12 inches long, gyroscopically balanced, and with thrusters at key points around its body, it is capable of instant changes of direction.
Cover. Cover. Cover tracking. Cover. Roll. Woo! All right.
No airplane could ever catch this machine.
Emerging through the changes and mergers was the lightweight exoatmospheric projectile, or LEAP program.
Terrier LEAP was developed as a demonstration phase only.
Oh, we gotta find part 2. All right, I found it. If Lockheed Martin had this technology in the 90s, imagine what they have now.
Another hover test was successfully conducted. Here, the vehicle, with all its controls and lethality, is tiny compared to the first test vehicle. This miniaturization reduces the cost of boosting into space and makes a brilliant pebble truly a pebble and much more difficult to find. One of the most significant SDI tests to date was the full duration flight test of a space-based interceptor soon to become brilliant pebbles. This hover test brought together all the elements of acquisition, tracking, control, and independent operation. This vehicle is tracking a heat source similar to a boosting rocket on the other side of the wall. It was operating totally on its own. One of the most exciting moments is when the system handed off the plume to the missile hard body for final lethal interception.
If you ask me, they created that to actually lock on to UFOs. The correct term for this majestic cat is a cloud leopard. This is UFO seen near airports. Let's dive in. Oh yeah, there is something up there. I don't think that's the Elon Musk Starlink. That's definitely something else. Oh my goodness. Hat still intact. Didn't even lose the hat. That was crazy. More 2025 UFOs coming at you. Feast your eyes on this. Yeah, this one's definitely crazy looking. Guys, how crazy is this? They reached the bottom of the sea and drained the water. I'd be terrified the water might come back in somehow. But how cool would it be to examine stuff at the bottom of the ocean? Like, what? I wonder what they're doing. Why? This light bulb garden can sense your heartbeat. Wow. That's like something straight off Avatar. Where is that? It looks like it's in the desert somewhere. We have some sophisticated pieces here. Look at the art. Okay, you got some gorgeous crystals. Wow. This is fancy. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop Saturday Fun as the code word. Saturday Fun. So I know you made it this far, and I can personally thank you because I appreciate your support. This was the most disturbing videos on the internet today. See you tomorrow.